it's funny, man. We've been doing this show for like a year and a half now, and I a lot of times when we're playing the open to the show with the song and all that, like I'm doing stuff and I'm getting my notes together. Today, Tony, I watched the video for the first time in a while. So the best part is like you got Steph Curry, you got Niners, you got Barry Bonds, and all of a sudden, because Winks, my buddy Winks made the open, and then all of a sudden you got Bob Weir just kind of materializing, hitting the power cord and snapping his neck like the kick and everything. It's great that we got Bob Weir in the show open. Anyway, it is a Roby Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Great to see you guys lined up in the Whammy Rags, Patty, Miguel, Los D checking in. My man, Los D. Just great to see everybody. Arkansas Dave's in the house. And we are ready to rock and roll. Tony, very eventful show yesterday to kick off the day. And so thanks for working with us, too. Pine Needle, what's up, kid? How you doing, bro? Working with us with that 4 o'clock start. We're back on track today. Tony, what do you got? A Land of the Rising Sun tee? What are you rocking there?
This is Evergreen, Colorado. It's where my friends, the Laffertys, live. Where whenever I go see fish at Dick's, I stay at their ranch up in Evergreen, and we take a party bus to Dick's Sporting Goods Park, where the Colorado Rapids play, and it's a barrel of fun, buddy. We go swimming down in the river. And this one guy, Tejas, this guy Aaron from Texas, he makes his own CBD THC like soda.
Does he?
Yes, that is fantastic that he brings to Colorado. So we got about 20 people staying at the ranch, and we just they have a tiny little movie theater on the ranch too, and it's all kinds of fun, man. There's animals that you can go just traipsing around the property with. Anyways, this is Evergreen, Colorado, and they sent me this shirt years back. So what's up, Chris and Sean Lafferty? What's up, guys?
By the way, Tony, let's just blow up the theory, because I swear to God, right before the show, Tony and I were talking about the 4 p.m. start yesterday, and like, Tony, I swear to you, Tony just said, I think that's the sweet spot. 4 o'clock, 4:20, I believe, is exactly what Tony said. That's the sweet spot. Yeah. I look over at the comments, dude, there she is. There's Leah. I'm just going to say, I missed the 11 a.m. start time. This 4 p.m. stuff is brutal, and noon is brutal. So you can't, you know what I mean? We love you. We're just trying to find. We're trying to find the sweet spot. We moved some shows around. Tony, go ahead. Yeah.
Paulie, the beauty, and stand by while I just get this going here. The beauty, Paulie.
The rules are there ain't no rules.
That's true. Craterface decreed it to be so quite some time ago. We've been living by the Craterface MO ever since. The rules are there ain't no rules.
Rules are there ain't no rules. And we appreciate everybody who takes time out of their day or night to check out the show, and you can listen or view whenever it works for you. Okay?
That's true. I think some people, you know what it is, Tony? I'm wagering a guess here. I think the frustration comes from there are people that they want to be part of the live broadcast. They want to be in the community. They want to kick it around in the comments line. And you're welcome to do that. And by the way, please subscribe to the show, for the love of God. I probably didn't say that at all. No, I'm getting ready to start begging. No, you know what I mean? It's driving me crazy. We should have been doing this every day last year. I don't think I ever asked anybody to subscribe, but we're trying to build that up. So get over to, and email us anytime you want to, if you want to interact that way. pauliespod@gmail.com. Musical assignment sponsors wide open. We're taking them as they come. So if you want to sign up for a musical assignment sponsorship, we would love to have you. Again, it's the best way that we can offer to get you guys involved on the show. So subscribe, feed the algorithm, and Tony, did I forget anything?
Tell them where to like and subscribe. Go to YouTube. Go to our channel on YouTube at Paulie Max Particles, and that's where you like and subscribe. And feel free to comment on any of the videos. Those who commented on our show yesterday or on the shorts we posted after the show, thank y'all for doing so. It helps the algorithm, and we're out here just trying to gain more and more of you as we build this thing. And we're episode 341. We're 341 episodes into this mess, so it's really fun. And hey, we're learning as we go. We're learning. Hey. I never thought ever, Paulie, I'd need to feed the algorithm, but here we are. So
I'm not even sure I know what the algorithm is. I'm just saying it.
Paulie, neither do I, man.
Feed it. It's hungry. Feed the algorithm. I don't even know what I'm saying, but feed it anyway. Here's what we got coming up.
I wish I could give double guns to the algorithm for life, personally, but we can't.
I have a new idea. I might start doing this like with a more forceful, like Sopranos kind of approach. And by the way, I want to play numerology in a second. 341. I got a couple things to say on that.
Yeah.
We have our good friend Peter Hartlaub joining us on the show at 12:30 today. He was at the same Rush show I was at the LA Forum last week. So I want to talk to Peter about, his impressions about that whole thing. And then as far as getting the numbers up on subscribers and people to like it, I might just start saying, here's what we're going to do. Like and subscribe the show, or I'll have Rags come out and rough you up. You know what I mean? Start making threats. And I'll round up some Jersey boys, and we will start coming to your house and making threats. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. It worked for The Sopranos. You know what I mean?
We'll have Rags come do this to you.
Ah!
Okay.
One, Tony. I need one today.
There we go. And hopefully today from Atlanta, we're going to play
Bombs away.
I'm just looking for any reason to just play that, Paulie. And just a reminder to everyone that takes part in this show.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
There you go.
Yeah, Rags, 100%. We're going to get a bunch of hard-hitting mofos to come to your door and threaten your entire family. Your entire family's at stake here. It's not just you. We'll get the kids. We'll take the pet. We'll set the house on fire if we have to.
Paulie, you hear me talking, hillbilly boy?
Step aside, Butch.
I ain't through with you by damn sight.
I like what Bruce Willis is like in the aftermath when the guy's down. He goes, "So what now with me and you?" He goes, "There is no you and me, not anymore." Dude. He's like, "You gone, you stay gone. You leave town, you stay gone. This is between me and soon to be living the rest of his life in agonizing pain, Mr. Rapist here."
Yeah, dude. Soon to be living the rest of his life in agonizing pain. I love too when Samuel Jackson says, "Oh, you're sending the wolf," and then Ving Rhames on the other end says, "Now, don't you feel better?"
Yeah. Oh, you feel better, mother effer? Yeah. By the way, the dignified life of Marcellus Wallace. He's got Uma Thurman bringing drinks out. He's like dabbing his head with the little napkin. Very civilized. Yeah. So before we get to Peter Hartlaub, Tony, the news of the day is the San Francisco Giants. Buster Olney put this report out, if you guys haven't seen this. And he's basically reporting that all the Giants are listening to offers right now. Adames, Devers, Chapman. They didn't say Logan Webb's name in that report, but I have a feeling he's on the table too, because he might bring your biggest yield, if you will. So I say good. Adios, guys. It ain't working. Devers, hit the road. Chapman, hit the road. Adames, same thing. We wanted to love you guys, but it's been awfully hard. The inconsistency, the ups, the downs, mostly downs. I think you got to make a change. You got to rattle the cage, man, because this formula, this group, not working. Not working.
I'm gonna take my rusty cage and ride, Paulie. I definitely think that I loved the Devers move when it happened.
We all did. No, let's be fair. We all did. We all loved it. We knew what was there from Boston, but it never blossomed here.
Yeah, and it's like my son Dom plays MLB The Show, and he was so pumped just recently. He just picked up Devers on his squad. Like, you can acquire players, and he was stoked. And I'm like. And I'm watching Devers on MLB The Show is launching bomb after bomb after bomb, right? It's like, God, if only that could be real life, Paulie. It's just not the case. And so, yeah, good move when it happened, but man, it did not work out. And the Adames thing hasn't worked out. And Chapman, yes, the last 30 games, seeing the ball very well, swinging a very good bat, and playing better defense. So, but still, now's the time. And they're all, they're not young. The only thing that breaks my heart about this whole thing, Paulie, is that
that's pretty severe, a broken heart. You have a broken heart over this.
Yeah, because it's like, be competitive, make the playoffs. That's my hope every year. I'm not hoping for a ring every year. Just be competitive, make the playoffs.
Yes, well said. And I think that would satisfy the fan base. Just get in the postseason and people are happy. I know I'd be happy. It would that in itself would be an accomplishment just to get them back in October.
Yes, 100%, Paulie. And it's the Arise deal. If they get rid of Arise, it's really going to upset me because, dude, you need a guy like Arise to build around. Like, that is a contact hitter. That is a 300+ hitter, almost guaranteed. You can almost book it. 300 hitter on base, a few strikeouts, and I think he's going to be gone too, and it's going to really bum me out. So, and he's not a lot, relatively speaking. He's not a lot. So compared to what they're paying these other guys. So I wish they would hang on to Arise, but I don't see that happening either. It's a very sad time to be a Giants fan. So you got to reflect. That's why I loved our conversation about Tim Lincecum yesterday on Lincecum's birthday. It was like so fun to reminisce.
I know.
Teams, about Timmy. about the Freak, about the FEA t-shirts, about the game against Atlanta.
I have a shirt. I have a shirt. I still have it. I'll go grab it and show it off tomorrow night. It's in my closet downstairs. It was something. It was a shirt that a listener sent me in 2010. And after Timmy dropped the F-bomb with Amy G, F yeah, this guy made a shirt. It's Timmy Lincecum driving like a fighter plane. He's the pilot, and it says Timmy's dropping F-bombs again, and he's dropping all these bombs. It's an incredible shirt. I don't think I've ever even worn it for fear of damaging it. But it was fun to reminisce like that. But there's the problem, dude. When our best shows are us reminiscing about the old days instead of talking about this team, it's not a good sign.
That stinks, man.
Stevie B checking in on Tony now with his broken heart. He says, somebody cue up the Bee Gees. How can you mend Tony's broken heart? Great call, Stevie B. Great call.
Dude, that's a great freaking call. Absolutely, dude. Or a great song by the band Dr. Dog out of Philly called Broken Heart. And I want to commend Carlos de la Fuente, our main man, newly acquired by Barrett Financial Group, which we'll talk about later in the show.
He was a free agent. Carlos was a free agent, and Barrett Financial said, you know what? Here's the offer. Come with us. And he did.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And Carlos said, yeah, I'm going. And we can get into that in a few minutes. But, dude, Los, we talked about this yesterday, and he's reiterating the Braves lost Spencer Strider for at least a month. And they have some stud young pitching prospects that maybe they can give us for Logan Webb. So there is that battle. There is that, the battle of getting rid of Webb, but getting something back in return, hopefully. So
shout out to Battle. Greatest songs about battles, Tony. Led Zeppelin, The Battle of Evermore. I'll throw it out there right now. You know what I mean? You're talking battles. Yeah.
Well, you can give love to Arnez Battle too, if you want.
Oh, dude. Number 89?
89, I believe it was 89.
Same number that Ty Streets wore, Tony. You got Streets, you got Battle. They're all there. Hey, since you mentioned Carlos, let's give him some love right now. Barrett Financial.
Pause.
See what happens? See, I'm trying to.
No. You can't mention Battle. You can't mention Battle without giving love to Love as a Battlefield, Paulie. Just before we move on. That's all.
No, that's fine, and that's appropriate because you're talking Banitar. I'm first in line, dude. She doesn't get the love, and she should. Hell of a singer. Hell of a. And dude, I'll go another step. I'll shout out Neil Girardo, her husband and guitar player, dude. The whole thing is a perfect symmetry there with the Banitar band.
And one thing before we get to Carlos de la Fuente and Barrett Financial Group, Paulie,
if you need a beer, grab a beer.
Effing 901 is throwing something out there that I want to throw out to everybody. He says, I'm calling it now, hot take, but I would not be surprised in the next year if Bochy is the interim manager for the Giants. How about that, dude? Wow.
Well, I mean,
by the way, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. I'm interested. What were you going to say?
No, it had nothing to do with anything except that Miguel is right. That Arnez Battle was 83, not 89.
Oh, we both got duped on that one. Every now and again, Tony and I we'll swing and miss. But yeah, dude, how about Bochy walking into the clubhouse present day? Well, I'm here to straighten this out. You know what I mean? Looking around, you guys call yourselves ball play. By the way, for some more distressing news, if you're a baseball fan, I know we all are, then we're going to go to Carlos. Is if you go to ESPN.com today, there's a big piece where they interviewed Tom Glavine, and he's projecting that this next play stoppage that we're on the brink of, we're coming up on, he goes, this thing could really do like irreversible damage to the game and the relationship that it has with the fans, which I already think is fragile. The relation, because a lot of people got so turned off after 94. Not everybody came back. It took me a while to come back. I was pretty upset by that. So I don't know if the game is strong enough to survive another long stoppage like that, but Tom Glavine is throwing up the early flare. He's saying, watch out, man. You guys should really get to work out some kind of agreement here because a play stoppage at this point in time with the NBA taking off, NFL being what it is, like where's baseball going to fit in, man? And you can't keep screwing over your paying customers and expecting them to come running back. So real quick, before the low Steve Barrett financial spot, Tony, what's your take on that or your feeling on that? Like the fans surviving another stoppage?
I hate it, man. I hate it. I hate all of the talk. I hate all of it. Bring me a salary cap in baseball, pretty please. Also, you know what? Hey, MLB, F you if you're going to have a work stoppage. Let's go Oakland Ballers out at Raimondi Park in West Oakland. Let's go
USF Don's ball. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, and dude, right now, the College World Series is happening right now, and Oklahoma just beat Georgia yesterday. Georgia goes
I
to
watched the game. I watched the game after my show. After our show, I watched that game yesterday. That kid was throwing, dude. That pitcher for Oklahoma was awesome.
Yeah, dude, the College World Series, man. I have yet to get there, but I really want to go and take the kids to the College World Series because that just looks like so much freaking fun out there in Nebraska. And so I don't know. There's other forms of baseball that you can check out and really enjoy. I mean, just getting on Caltrain and going south down to Sunken Diamond at Stanford is a phenomenal afternoon. It truly is. And you're going to get quality baseball from Stanford and whoever they're playing, and you're at a beautiful setting, and you're going to spend like literally a tenth of the price of what you would spend to get to a Giants game.
Right.
So I don't want to hear this crowd. This work stoppage just pisses me off till no end. It's just when you think about the money that like Shohei Ohtani is making right now, it's ludicrous. It's absurd. And then you take all the money he's making off endorsements, and it's just enough's enough, man. Enough is freaking enough. That's why you gotta love a kid like Jalen Brunson saying, you know what, I'm not gonna take the maximum that I can take. I want to take less so my team can afford to bring other people in, and then we can get a ring. And look what he's wearing today. A freaking ring. Right. So it's like it's not rocket science, man. So MLB's got to get a grip and bring it together and get a salary cap and control these crazy ass salaries. The Dodgers now, technically, presently, you have to tip your cap to the Dodgers because they're doing everything legal. Yeah. But the problem is that the rules need to be changed. So, anyways, it's just it bums me out to no end. And Glavin's right. Glavin is absolutely right. So go Oakland Ballers. I'm thinking about going to an Oakland Ballers game this weekend for Father's Day. They're in town. But by the way, Paulie, the Oakland Ballers are hosting JT Snow's Modesto Roadsters this weekend, actually.
Okay.
Thinking about getting out there for some Father's Day baseball. So anyways, it's go JT Snow and go Oakland Ballers, Paulie.
Awesome, Tony. Awesome. Well, thank you. And now for a word on one of our favorite guys out there, Los D, Carlos De La Fuente. I was texting with him before the show today, as we always do. He's become like a really close ally of us in the show, and he's got himself a new gig. So congratulations to Carlos. He's already helped a lot of us out here in the PMP Familia, and I have an update for you, too. And it's a coincidence this is going to happen when he went to Barrett. But the truth of the matter is, I think I told Carlos I'm about to start doing some work with him myself. So I think that'll happen. Carlos, it'll be this month sometime. It's just like getting the schedules lined up for the call. But I'm going to be a new client of Carlos De La Fuente very soon, too. But he's got a new home, and it's Barrett Financial. And he has joined up a couple of weeks ago. They were established back in 2002. And Barrett, just to give you a little background on these guys, Barrett has grown into a leading nationwide lending organization, and their mission is to provide exceptional guidance and service throughout the entire mortgage process. And obviously, anybody who's worked with Carlos or just met him or talked to him knows that he can definitely uphold those principles. Great service, exceptional guidance. You're getting all that with Carlos. And Carlos is one of these dudes, man. He values the relationships that he builds, not only with his customers and clients, but just people in his general orbit. The way he treats all of us here on the show. He's been a great partner. It's gone beyond that. I mean, he's a friend of ours at this point. But again, this is a big piece of information for today. We talked to Carlos before the show about Tony, and that is he is now. It's different from how he used to operate with Flex. Now with Barrett, he can do loans nationwide. That means guys like Sweet Mad Hatter in Washington, guys like Arkansas Dave, guys like Rags in New Jersey. He can service all you guys. He can work with anybody in the country. That's pretty exciting. And shout out ZZ Top, Tony. I'm bad. I'm nationwide. That's Carlos De La Fuente. He's nationwide with Barrett Financial. So congrats on the new gig, Carlos. Anybody in the business of needing a loan right now, private money loans, that's the thing Carlos is going to help you out with, all kinds of options there too, because there are different kinds of loans. Just ask Carlos, tell him about your situation, and he will guide you to the loan program that suits you best at this point. It's Carlos D at Barrett Financial. I'll spell it for the Spotify listeners out there, Apple Music. It's BARRETT financial.com, barrettfinancial.com. Also call Carlos anytime. Same phone number you've always had, 925-250-4894. Again, congrats, Carlos, and just thanks, man. Thanks for supporting the show and being a great partner with us. And let's give Carlos some love, too, over at Barrett. Give him a shout. If you guys have been talking about a loan, Carlos is the guy to talk to.
Oh, hell yeah, Paulie. And on that final note, so a big deal for Los is word of mouth. and spreading the word about Carlos and people that have experienced Carlos and working with Carlos. And now it's not just to the the state of California or the Bay Area or the Greater Bay Area. Now, if you have friends and relatives nationwide, let them know about Carlos, and he can help them out now under the Barrett Financial Group umbrella. So that's the beauty of this whole move for Los from Flex Funding to Barrett Financial, is that he can help anybody nationwide, like you said, Paulie. But I'm just saying, think about people. I have relatives, on the East Coast, Northwest. So I'm going to let them know about Los. Spread the word about Carlos De La Fuente. Let people know that this dude wants to help people. He chose a career to do that. Let him know. Again, Carlos D at BarrettFinancial.com is the email. Carlos D at BarrettFinancial.com, or like Paulie said, 925-250-4894 is the number. Those are the digits, Paulie.
Awesome. And thank you again, Carlos. We love you, buddy. Okay, Tony, just a few minutes before we get over to Peter Hartlaub at the Chronicle. Real quick follow-up too on just the aftermath of the NBA finals. And there's like a lot of scrutiny about Wemby walking off the court, not shaking hands. Draymond Green, actually on his podcast. Did you hear his comments, Tony? Did you hear what Draymond said about that whole thing?
I did not, but I know that he probably doesn't think that they're a good move, that him walking off the floor was a good move by Wemby.
100%. You just nailed it. So if you guys missed this, and I value Draymond. I mean, this guy's a 4-time champion. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame. And Draymond, he called out Wemby, and I like what he said. He goes, dude, you're too young, and you don't have enough years in the league to behave that way. And he said, this is the line I liked. He goes, you have to stand there and look your killer in the eye. That's what he said. And I like that. You got to look your killer in the eye and shake his hand and say, yeah, you guys got us, man. Instead, Wemby did the opposite. And he's taking some heat now. He's starting to take some heat. And I think people that watched him closely nationally for the first time in a lot of different markets, like you saw, some of the tactics Wemby employed, dude, were there's no other way to describe them other than dirty.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to and he's looking intentionally at putting his feet in Brunson's landing space. He did it more than once. We saw
he tried to stomp out Anunoby's leg, ligaments. Like he tried
a leg whip almost, He
was trying to take out his ligaments, or I don't know. He's going for the side of his knee. It's dude, and also you're 7'4". You're the biggest dude on the court. You think that's not going to go? You think that's going to go unnoticed?
Right.
Especially with replay and review and everything. It's I just can't stand what I saw from him, and it's not cool, man. And like we said yesterday, a lot of growing up to do for Wemby, especially leaving the court. I don't know, man. That's just not. And also, you're an NBA superstar. You're also a role model to kids and a role model to people playing this game that are much younger than you, that are watching you and watching your every move and how you handle yourself. Yeah. And when you do that, then people think, oh, Wemby did it, so I don't have to do it. It's dude, that kind of crap.
Yeah, right. That's a good call. That's a really good call. Yes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that is a ripple effect, and I hate it. So just shake. How hard is it to just shake the hand? You know what I mean? Congratulations. Congratulations.
And then you can go into your locker room and tear it to shreds if you need to. But I will say that's one of the reasons why I think that the tradition that exists in the Stanley Cup playoffs with the NHL is probably the best kind of example and moment of shared sportsmanship in any of the major sports, any of them. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not a hockey fan. At the end of every single playoff series, not just the finals, each round, when the series ends, this is a tradition in the NHL for as long as I've been alive, and it predates me probably about 100 years. Tony, both teams line up and they engage in what they call the handshake line. Every single player of each team, they skate slowly by and they all shake each other's hands. And it's, dude, you talk about what you just said, kids are going to think it's okay. I'm getting out of here. I saw Wemby do it. I'm walking off. Dude, that's the way to do it. You shake hands, man, and you say, well done, or whatever you need to say. Embrace them, get something off your chest. But that handshake line, Tony, I'd love to see that in more sports. I'd love to see it in the NBA, but it'll probably never happen.
Unfortunately, it won't, and especially with Adam Silver in charge, because he just lets the players kind of run the show and doesn't seem to really want to put his foot down on anything. So I'm not. Yeah, that'd be amazing if they had that tradition. And I love that about hockey, because it's okay, the game is over. Let's show some mutual respect, especially because, I tell the kids I coach, only one team ends up happy at the end of it all.
Right.
So tip your cap and then say, and hopefully it makes you work even harder in the off season and next season to try and get there and be in the shoes that Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks are in right now. So it's the Wemby just lot to learn, lot to grow on.
I agree, and I think he's, again, I don't. I'm trying not to be like too hard on him because he is so young and it's an emotional thing he just went through. But Tony's right. He does have to grow. He does have to mature. And I still believe he's going to get his. I mean, he's too good at this point. He's only going to get better. And I think that in time he will get his own ring or maybe multiple rings. But it looks like everybody on the comment line is definitely supporting Pine Needle. The skating handshake is awesome. Markoulis handshakes are unparalleled. Markoulis, again, do it eye to eye. Soccer Bowl. It's called respecting the sport. And by the way, Dom Peralta checking in from Hungary, dude.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, Dommy? I have no idea. What time is it in Hungary right now, Tony?
9 hours ahead, so it's 9:26 p.m.
All right.
So
all right.
Hopefully Dom is enjoying some type of I don't know, Hungarian aperitif.
Hungarian goulash? Isn't goulash one of their things? I think it is Hungarian goulash, I believe.
I'm not familiar. What's up, Andrew Markoulis, by the way, too, dude? Andrew sent me a great shot of Tahoe City golf course the other day. He played 9 holes in Tahoe City, and the course is looking great. Andrew, by the way, the Neil Donardi's partner in crime for Longbridge Pizza. What's up, Andrew? Thanks for being a partner, brother, and hope everything is good up in Tahoe. And yeah, Paulie, goulash. He says had the goulash a few days ago.
I told you. Hey, listen. If there's anything I know, Tony, it's cuisines of the world. Okay, you get me in any continent, I'll tell you what they're eating. And I know the goulash is the thing. I hope it was good, Dom. Great to see you, man. We miss you. We miss you back here in the States.
Totally, man. And there's like a definite void in our lives right now with Dom Peralta.
Shout out into the void, Tony. Shout out into the void. Let me ask you a quick question. That's Black Sabbath. Quick question. If I were to ask you right now at 12:26, do we have time to get a young dental in before Hartlaub? What would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we do.
Get me in the mouth. Get me in the mouth real quick where I belong. Get the teeth all. Yeah, good. This
is up where we belong.
Young Dental. I think we all know his resume. Dr. Matt Young. He's one of our favorite guys. He is the greatest dentist in the city of San Francisco, hands down. And he is the best in the country at implant surgeries and implant restorations. In fact, my man, Dr. Matt Young, is the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. Check out the thousands of positive reviews on Google, on Yelp. I mean, people rave about this guy for a reason. He is a great human being. He's a city guy. He's got a kid at SI right now. He's a freshman. Creative Tony, though, I do want to hand you the reins today because you've got like more firsthand experience with Dr. Young. Did you tell me like the whole family was in there yesterday? The entire clan?
The entire clan, not me, but Megan and the kids went up to San Francisco yesterday and had another fantastic experience from Dr. Young and the Young Dental Group. And, I was like, Megan, get pictures, but it turns out they were all in separate rooms, which I love because that means that, because it's time for the kids to kind of branch out of their own and have a little independence and do this. But dude, the kids normally at a regular dentist probably would have been freaking out and nervous, but not at the Young Dental Group because they've already been there. They already know what it's all about. And they had a great experience and they came back home saying, let's roll, let's ride. And I'm trying to remember what Megan suggested or what she had on the headphones. I wish I could remember. She always goes Fleetwood Mac. I know that she loves Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks, but I can't remember what she did. I apologize, but just happy to report they went in yesterday around 2:00, and then they also hung out downtown and got an ice cream downtown in San Francisco. So it's just a wonderful experience when you go downtown to San Francisco. Post Street, 490 Post Street. You're in Union Square, and you can make a day of it, especially on the weekend. So, Dr. Young and the Young Dental Group and Paulie, over like we've talked about, over now it's almost 70. It's 1,671 reviews on Google, 5 stars.
Insane.
Over
yes,
1,671 reviews.
Yeah.
Dr. Young does really good work. Makes you feel really comfortable when working on your teeth. I am finally done with my implant. Great work. Looks great. If you're looking for great dental care, he's the one. Shout out, he's the one, not she's the one, Bruce Springsteen. But that was from a patient named Bandito 49.
Nice.
Bandito 49. Bandito 49. Let's see. Christopher Coleman says, I've been a patient at Young Dental for many years. My first dentist was Dr. Young himself. I've had the pleasure of watching the business grow. All of my experiences have been great, very knowledgeable, friendly, professional staff. If you're looking for a new dentist, do not hesitate. If you're already a patient, you already know the high standard of care they provide. That's from Christopher Coleman. And these are just within the last month, Paulie, here on the Google reviews. So over 1,600 5-star reviews for Dr. Young. So the proof's in the pudding, you guys. info@youngdentalsf.com or call them at 415-392-8611. Or if Megan comes to the Giants game, ask Megan about her experience, or ask the kids about their experience when they come. So they love it. They don't mind going to the dentist.
That's right.
That's a huge thing. To have a 12-year-old and 11-year-old not mind going to the dentist is a huge thing. So thank you, Dr. Young. Thank you to the Young Dental SF group. Thank you all, seriously, because when you're taking care of my kids, it's a whole different level, and they actually enjoy going. So,
well said, Tony. Very well said. So make your appointment today. You guys will see why we love him so much. 415-392-8611, 392-8611, or email at info@youngdentalsf.com. Thank you, Dr. Matt Young. We'll see you soon, buddy. Okay, Tony, real quick before we go to Peter Hartlaub, one last comment on the sportsmanship and the handshake thing. P1 Chuck coming in with some riffs. He goes, guys, even Thunder Lips was good enough to shake Rocky Balboa's hand after their fight. If Thunder Lips and Rocky can come together, I think Wemby can find it in his heart to shake a guy's hand. It was just a bad look, and but other people defend it. There are others out there saying, no, it's good that he walked off. It's good for the rival. We'll see. Last thing on that, did you see when the Knicks had their party after the championship? They were doing F. Wemby toasts. Did you guys?
No, dude, no, I didn't see that. Shoot.
So Brunson had a shot glass in his hand. This was like the party, late night after they won their title. And Brunson had a shot in his hand, and the whole team had shots in their hand. And they're like, make a toast. And he goes, okay, let's drink. F. Wemby. And then everyone's like, F. Wemby. And they all took shots. Only they really said it. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Well, I mean, you know what? It's unfortunate because like you would like to have the respect of your opponents, right? And now these guys don't respect him. It's like I obviously have seen all the footage played back to them, because a lot of stuff you don't see in real time when you're on the floor, right? But when you get showed these videos of him trying to take out Anunoby's leg, or trying to take out Brunson in the follow through of his 3-pointer, or the elbows, or the shoulder he gave running back down the court, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
people remember that stuff, and unfortunately, karma. I'm worried. People are going to come after Wemby, man. They're going to come after him. It's not, and it's a physical game, and I actually like that physicality. It's kind of like the Bill Laimbeer days, where they don't forget that kind of stuff, man. So next year, Knicks Spurs, whenever they do play each other next year in the regular season, it's gonna be fun to watch.
I'm gonna call it right now. I mean, Adam Silver would be crazy to not schedule this, but I'm expecting a Spurs Knicks game on Christmas. That's like their big day to showcase all these great games. I bet you Knicks Spurs on Christmas. It's coming. All right, folks. Is Peter ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get Peter Hartlaub back on the show. This is one of our favorite guys. He writes for the Chronicle. He writes about the Bay Area. All his articles are always really entertaining and interesting. Sometimes he looks back in time and remember he wrote about the Balboa Theater last time we had him on, like a really cool theater out in the Richmond here in the city. So, but we both shared an experience last week at the Rush show. Let's bring him back on. I can't wait to pick his brain about his feelings and impressions about that show, because I'm still, Tony, at my house, I'm still listening to Rush 24/7. Like every time I'm like putting something on, it's all Rush over here right now.
And I also want to get Peter's takes on Giants ball.
100%.
And the NBA Finals. He's got some thoughts on the NBA Finals as well. So let's talk some sports and music with our main man, the outstanding culture critic from the San Francisco Chronicle, Peter Hartlaub. There he is, everybody.
Yes, sir. All right, Peter.
Guys.
Great to see you. Looking good, man. I know that room now from your last visit. You are at the Chronicle headquarters. I got you.
Chronicle archive. I was just going through some Will Clark, man. Every photo, he looks like he's just about to get in a fight. Like someone's holding him back.
It's a great shot. That was a great shot.
Kick this umpire. What'd you say? Ball?
Love it. Love this.
This one too. Like, when he took his batting helmet off, then you knew like.
Man, I miss Will. I mean, I
brought his file, and he knew the dates of all the fights he had been in. And there's of course the big one with the St. Louis Cardinals, where he took on like 4 guys.
And he held his own. He
held his own, and then
Yeah.
until Candy Maldonado,
Oh.
who had been watching,
Yep.
he had been watching WrestleMania because he came in flying from the side.
Yeah.
But I remember that, like, and that was we had VCRs, but we weren't taping the games.
Mhm.
And I remember like taping the TV that night so we could just break it down
Nice.
and talk about it. I think it was high school, probably not middle school the next day. But yeah, I just go through the archive and finding there's our guys.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's great. I can't believe Rush has a file. That's tremendous.
Yeah. Oh, Rush has a file. Brad Mangian took our friend Brad Mangian took
Nice.
photos from some of them, and here's Geddy Lee. This
Oh
is
my God.
probably
I didn't-
6
And Peter, I
probably
didn't
the
know
Roll the
Brad-
Bones tour.
Wow. I did not know that Brad Mangian shot rock bands. I never knew that.
I don't know how much he did it, but I was
Yeah.
really pleasantly surprised when I was looking for some of our Rush stuff, and then he sure enough had taken a photo, probably like mid 90s. So
Yeah.
it was color.
Yeah.
So it had to be like 95, 96.
So just to set the table, and the reason I asked Peter to come on today is because, like I've said, Peter and I were at the same Rush concert in Los Angeles last Thursday at the LA Forum. Now, this is a big deal. For those of you not in the know, the reason this is a big deal is because Rush is a trio, and they had this legendary drummer named Neil Peart. He tragically passed away 11 years ago from brain cancer. It was just awful. So he didn't pass away 11 years ago, but they hadn't played a gig in 11 years after their drummer died. So they've added this new musician, this incredible player, Annika Niles, and she used to play with Jeff Beck. So I texted Peter when I got inside the forum, and then I lost cell service, by the way. I don't know if you did too, but I was not able to text again after that. But you said you were still outside, and you were like, dude, I'm already emotional. And I got to tell you, Peter, I got extremely emotional during that gig twice. There were 2 moments where, I'm not going to lie, there were tears. I had tears happening, man. It was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I warned everyone sitting around me, and I got a ticket alone, partly for that reason. I mean, I'm just like, I'm going to be in my feelings. And, and I know at a Rush show, whoever's around me is going to be cool.
Yeah. Right.
So I was really, I've become cynical at concerts, and because I reviewed movies for 17 years and I reviewed concerts off and on for most of that. And my approach to it was, I'd have to write about it, maybe that night, maybe the next day. And I started like keeping track of the set lists, very much to get to my car to get out, because I often had a deadline. Like when it was the last song, I had like 1 foot in and 1 foot out, just in case like someone shows up at the end. I'm there for it, but then I'm bolting to my car. So it had become business for me, and I never fully got out of that. I go to movies now and I can enjoy them, on a normal level, but I never got back with concerts until Thursday. And then it was, I didn't look at the set list.
Right.
I just went in like grateful.
Yeah. Right.
That they're back. I didn't think I'd ever see them again. And I thought if I saw them, it would be as something else, like, Alex and Geddy jamming, and maybe they're bringing in different drummers or doing something different. I didn't think I'd get to see Rush again.
Right.
So all of it. And then to have this new band member who's crushing it, and she's feeding off the crowd, and the crowd's feeding off her. The song would come up, it'd be like Headlong Flight. That was the first one where we're like, oh my God, there's a really tough drum fill in.
Yes, man. Yep.
And I think the whole arena is sitting there like, oh my God. I mean, she's, is she going to do it? And then she'd hit it.
Yeah.
And the place just exploded more than anything that Geddy or Alex Lifeson did.
That's right. Yeah.
Because they were rooting for her. I mean, this was a gift to us.
Right.
And then I have it on video, the Tom Sawyer, when she hit the 3 fills in Tom Sawyer, the crowd's just getting bigger and bigger. And right after that, there was this big smile that she had.
Yeah.
She knew it, Yeah. I'm getting top 5. I mean, just because of that experience. And there were so many other things they did right.
Yeah.
Geddy sounded as good as he sounded since Vapor Trails.
He did. He sounded
voice
great.
lessons.
Yep.
The production values, I thought they just nailed it. like old Rush shows would be like, well, we got a few washing machines on stage or
Yeah,
dryers.
yeah.
We'll pull a t-shirt out and throw it to the fans. And they were getting to the point where they're showing these videos that are like 15 years old, and it's corny and kind of, but you go with it because it's Rush. The production values, like they had elements of that, but then it was modern. And I'm sorry. I'm cutting this out because it's been.
This is what I wanted John for. Go ahead, Tony. I know you got something, buddy. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, John Mayer, when he joined, members of the Grateful Dead, I read interviews about how much time he spent practicing and rehearsing all of the music. And I can't think about the same thing with Anna Canals and how much time she must have spent because of knowing, because like you, Peter, and like you, Paulie, and like myself, Rush fans know the music inside and out.
Every little nook and cranny. Yeah.
Every nook and cranny. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to play that role, you better nail it. And from the videos I've seen and hearing you, Peter, and you, Paulie, she did. And that's what's so freaking cool about this is that she really took to the role and nailed it.
The other element with her is that they're mixing the sets up.
Yeah.
And Paulie, you tell me, both of you, tell me if I'm wrong. Like they would maybe change 2 songs in the middle and okay, we're going to play Between the Wheels, like just do a deeper cut. And then maybe if you go to the next show, there might be 1 song different. Apparently I was only there one night. Apparently all 4 nights they're like, oh, they did Moving Pictures in its entirety my night. And I'm thinking like, she's got to learn all that. Like, it's almost like, are they pissed at her? Because
they're like punishing her. Learn this. Yeah.
But then she's just killing it. And
killing it.
I went from, I immediately thought I have tickets for San Jose. And I'm like, I'm going both nights.
I know. No, I can't wait for the next gig. And so Peter just hit on something big. So Rush generally in the past, and their music is so complicated that it's not the kind of band or show you can go up there and just start improvising because the parts are so specific that if one person up there blows apart, the whole thing could fall over. So the sets used to be pretty set in stone. But like you said, Peter, that's all the more incentive on this tour. You're right. Each night in LA, 4 nights, had a totally different set list. And the songs, some songs did get repeated, but they'd move them around. Like a song in the first set on Tuesday wound up in the second set on Thursday, stuff like that. And they were still breaking out songs the final night. Peter, when I saw they played a Farewell to Kings on the final LA show, I was like, they haven't played that in 47 years. 47 years. So stuff like that. I just think this tour is going to be really exciting for Rush fans because there's a lot of surprises coming. And like Peter said, the production, the presentation, it's top of the line. It's an incredible experience. Oh, and by the way, where were you physically in the building? Like where were your seats?
So I was second row in the back, kind of back corner, not second row. I was in the second tier, but toward the front. Yeah. Near the back. I didn't feel, I was just like, I want to get a ticket and get in. I thought I had a bad seat. Forum's showing well. I was expecting it to be like Oakland Arena and just be this like beat up old, maybe my seat's working, maybe it's not. It's like all like upholstered.
So I heard nice. Peter, I agree. It was really nice. There's actually carpeting in the concourse and stuff. It's crazy. But I heard this. I didn't know this, but I heard Thursday when I was at the show that James Dolan, the guy who owns Madison Square Garden, apparently this is what I heard, that he bought the LA Forum. So he owns that now. And when he bought it, they redid it. They gave it a facelift. And it's Peter's right. The LA Forum is in really good shape now. And I think it's just primarily used for concerts at this point.
Yeah. I mean, so that was fantastic. And then just, I think about like, why do we love sports? And, I enjoy the action, but it's the stories behind it. The Giants, their 3 world championships, and the feeling of the city. Yeah. My wife suddenly liked sports, and it wasn't just like I'm jumping on a bandwagon. It was like, the local media did a really good job of telling the story of, Jonathan Sanchez and all the pitchers. And, so I feel like this was like that. The stories behind it, these 2 guys who are really good friends. They're not, I hope I die before I get old. You can do a lot in a lifetime if you don't burn out too fast.
Nice.
Like they're very much about embracing life. They're clearly good friends. They're not like, you know, it's not like Audio Slave or Van Halen where everybody's in a different room.
Right.
And then they have this puzzle, like, how do we play again?
Yeah.
And then they find the right person and the fans and that's it. Like, you know, you Season of the Witch, you know, we're going to go David Talbot. Like,
Yeah.
the whole idea that like the 49ers, you know, we had Jonestown and, you know, Mayor Moscone and Harvey Milk were killed, and the zebra killings and the Zodiac, and then Joe Montana and Huey Lewis in the News singing the national anthem, and the 500,000 people showing up for the parade. Like that was our exorcism. And that's where I'm like, sports and media, you know, like I cover these things, and I always say like my colleagues are doing the important work at the Chronicle, but there's important work being done in sports and entertainment too. And I felt that with this. It's like, it was a beautiful thing that was like life affirming for me.
Yes. Well said.
And I'm cynical. I went into it like I couldn't enjoy concerts, and I'm cynical. And I'm like, this was a human experience. And we get that in sports, and we get it in entertainment, and we got it last week.
And Peter, that's a beautiful description. It really was. There was a real human element at play, and you'll experience that if you're going to the October shows at San Jose, at the Shark Tank, rather. You'll feel the emotion Peter and I are talking about. And the book Peter mentioned, by the way, Season of the Witch, it's a must read for anybody who's a Bay Area citizen, or you're just interested in the history. He's right. It's an incredible read. You mentioned sports too. So, and I know you're on the clock today, Peter. It's all good. We'll let you go in a couple of minutes. But before we do that, Tony and I were talking about this year's Giants. Incredibly frustrating. I mean, I'm sure you're there with us.
Yeah.
Are you open? Because I am. I'm at the point, Peter, where I feel like I put Adames, Devers, Chapman. If anybody's, sending the Giants offers right now, I think they're listening. And how do you feel about that? Just, is it too early to start shaking up this roster, or are you with us? Because I'm ready to make some changes, man.
I am too. And I feel like, let's get Casey Schmidt at third base. If Chapman can, I think the benefit of Chapman is he's a good locker room guy. Like, there's no locker room to save Devers. It's fine. I mean, it's been half a season, and I don't begrudge him for not being what we expected, but if he has value, and he does, I mean, I feel like, honestly, baseball to me it's probably my fifth favorite sport, I mean, so I'm like, there's part of me that's like, oh, cool, tickets are going to be cheap again. But I think Bay Area sports leaders, the people who are running these teams, Giants and Warriors especially, have a real hard time letting go. And look back to Bill Walsh, man. He let go too early, Joe Montana. You can let Joe Montana go to Kansas City. You can let Ronnie Lott go across the bay to the Raiders. Why is it such a hard thing, and why are we wringing our hands about Devers, or Matt Chapman?
Right.
I mean, and I just think we need to get some excitement around this team, and I'd rather watch a young team that's aligned and fighting hard and exceeding their expectations than a team of stars who aren't clicking.
Well said. No, 100%. I'm there with you. Tony, get your last shot in for Peter. Yeah.
Well, twofold. First of all, Peter, I want to know, did you watch the NBA Finals at all? Did you watch any of the finals, NBA Finals, the Knicks and Spurs? And then also, we've talked cover bands with you, tribute bands on the show before, when you joined us before. I have yet to find a Rush tribute band, and I want to know,
there's a couple of them out there.
Really? Because it's very hard music to play.
It is.
That's why there's not. But have you ever come across a Rush tribute band? So you can answer the second question.
I've seen one.
You have?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
So, first question. I watched it. It was fantastic theater. NBA needed a villain.
Yep.
I hope Wembanyama grows up. I'm happy he's here.
Yeah.
I'm happy the Knicks won.
Yeah.
I'm a Valkyries fan, so like I'm
nice
more into that season right now. And you talk about the underachieving and the clubhouse that's clicking and beating teams with more talent. That's what they're doing. Cover bands, Rush. I think the best one. I'm not big on like Rush and Van Halen. I'm like, I've watched Van Halen a few times.
Yes.
Their Eddie Van Halen does a really good job of hitting all the things, but I'm like, you can't replicate Eddie Van Halen. Well, I feel that way with Rush. It's three people. You can't.
Totally.
That said, Rash is one of the cover bands.
Yeah.
I think they're the best of the three. Geddy Lee has at a Rush concert worn a Rash t-shirt.
He has. Yeah.
And I did see them live, and it felt a little, they were good in like really doing it well. It just felt a little like this is one band I can't. It might be how you feel about the Grateful Dead, like a Grateful Dead cover band. I don't know that it would be the same, because there's an experience that goes along.
No question. And the Grateful Dead music is so loose that really different people can play it and put their own spin on it. But with Rush, you're not kidding, dude. It's so specific to those three guys.
Yeah.
It would be hard to. I've never seen a Rush cover band. I know there are a couple like Rash you mentioned, but yeah, it's odd to go to a Rush cover band gig. Go ahead, T. Yeah.
Well, first of all, I was curious what the name was going to be, so thank you for providing Rash. And then Peter, do you happen to remember where you saw them?
I think it was a while ago.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem right time-wise, but it might have been Marines Memorial Theater.
Okay. Okay. So
but
local.
It was somewhere. It was some little hole in the wally type place.
Awesome.
Awesome. And they were fine. Nothing against them. I mean, I remember being there and being like, this is one band.
Yeah.
It's not.
No.
Like I love Petty Theft.
Yeah, they're fun.
And there's no more Tom Petty to see, and they just crush it. They're so reverential, but also you know, in the moment with the crowd. I think they're fantastic. I'll see them every time. I loved AC/DC. I don't think they're still around. I haven't done Fleetwood Macrame. I've got a friend who has a Canadian Canada something. I have a friend who has a Loverboy cover band. He's the drummer. He was in a yacht rock band, the cover band. It's now he's doing Loverboy, and I'm just like, oh, I'll go see that. It's very specific, but
I would see that in a second. Yeah. I would go see that. Yeah.
Peter, have you seen Zepparella?
I have not.
Oh, okay. They're good. I saw them. They're
Zepparella is good. Yeah, the female Zeppelin tribute band. Yeah, they're good.
Isn't it amazing how these cover bands are like just filling in the spots? I go to spring training, and I've been going to spring training for 25 plus years with the same two buddies from college. And we always try and see a band. And like sometimes we get lucky and like Springsteen's in town. Sometimes we're seeing Black Stepchild, the Black Sabbath cover band at a tiny Long Wongs, like, you know, diviest of dive bars. I've seen Van Halen there twice, once with Susan Slusser.
Wow.
The cover bands now are playing the same arenas at the casinos that you would go see like Air Supply. So it's like Air Supply one night, and then Van Halen, and then, you know, so God bless them. I mean, people still want to hear this music, and the bands aren't touring. You know, they're going away, and
people are showing up for it. They're going to keep playing it. And Peter, last thing, and I'm going to let you go right after this. Just give us a little peek. What's your next piece going to be about? What are you working on right now?
You know, the Chronicle right now. We're moving out of this building on Thursday, so I'm writing about the history of the building, and I'm writing about, you know, I first came here in 1980 on a elementary school tour, but also just about how things change and it's okay. Like I'm not broken up. We've been here 102 years. We're going to a high rise across from the Transamerica Pyramid while they do some construction here. Maybe we'll come back, maybe we won't, but it's just like, okay, things change and people get wrapped up in, you know, oh my God, you know, my favorite place is gone. The Stone is gone. I'm never going to enjoy music in San Francisco again. The Parkside's leaving, Bottom of the Hill. Yeah. Some of the places get saved, patronize the places that are still around, and then new places pop up and they're awesome. Like this is a freaking fantastic city, unless you just are counting all the things that are missing and focusing on that.
Well said once again, Peter, man. Nice note to end on that. And it's a healthy way to look at things. There's always going to be change. And it doesn't have to be a negative. It really doesn't. I mean, new things will inevitably kind of pop up and blossom. So, Peter, you're the man, brother. I'm glad you had time to chat with us today. I appreciate your insights with the Rush gig, and I will definitely see you at the Shark Tank in October for the next shows. And until then, be well. We'll be reading you in the Chronicle, and good luck in the new home, too.
Yeah, always love coming on. We have a lot of history, the three of us, and I always appreciate when you have me on. And I know you just got a great vibe, and it continues. And it's good to be able to see you both as we're talking. So
thanks so much,
Peter. Thanks a lot for having me.
Be well, my friend. Peter Hartlaub,
right.
everybody. San Francisco Chronicle, culture critic. The guy's awesome. I mean, if you haven't read his stuff yet, please do so. You will enjoy. Like, he's always I remember one time, I think this is the first time I reached out to Peter, Tony. This is at least 10, 15 years ago. I was living in San Francisco, my apartment on Arguello. And I remember one day I was reading the Sunday paper, and all of a sudden there's this article about Kiss at the Cow Palace in 1977 with all these pictures of like Kiss fans passed out in the hallway and stuff, like in makeup, you know what I mean? Kids getting carried out of the building. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest article I've ever read. So I emailed him and I'm like, hey man, that was a great piece. And ever since then we've been tight.
I was also going to tell Peter that when he makes that move near the Transamerica Pyramid to go to Cafe Macaroni for lunch there on Columbus, because they will, and he could do a story on Mario and Stephanie that are running that place for 40 years. Incredible little hole in the wall. But you're right, Paulie. And when we had him on, like, I don't think one of the first times we had him on since we've been doing Polymax Particles, and we did a revisit of Evil Knievel.
Oh yeah,
at the Cow Palace. It was so much fun, man. I love picking his brain on all different topics, man. And that's why we are so freaking lucky to have people like Peter Hartlaub and our main man Scott Osler and Bruce Jenkins and Susan Slusser, the great writers that are in the Bay Area. We are so lucky, just like we're so lucky to have the great broadcasters that we do as well. In the Giants booth, especially, and Greg Papa and Tim Ryan in the Niners booth, Tim Roy and Tom Tolbert in the Warriors booth. Think about it. It's an embarrassment of riches. Man.
No, it really is. Tony's right. We're very fortunate to have the writers, the broadcasters, the kind of media people we have here in town. And it's different. You know, each town has a different kind of media personality. Like New York, Philly, Boston, it's life or death. The Red Sox lost last night. Fire everybody. Like people go crazy. And I dig the kind of a little more humane vibe we have here in the West Coast. It's like a little easier going. You realize sports is part of your life, but it's not your entire life. But back east, dude, it's a whole different vibe. So you're right, Tony. We have a really nice thing happening here with all the different media guys. What are you reaching for? I know you got something.
Try something. I'm going to try something here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I did a double sports flash. Robot Centaur checking in from the Robot Centaur Sports Desk. By the way, if you missed Fareed with us last Friday, he was fan-freaking-tastic. And you want to talk about the chill vibe that you and I both need to kind of keep the show moving forward. And not being like, kind of all over the freaking place.
But sometimes there's a lot of charm in that. Sometimes no question. Yeah.
Absolutely. But then you have the calming presence of Fareed, who just sits there and he just speaks so calmly and so succinctly. And
I was definitely getting vibes. What's the kid the guy who Wally Pipp? I was getting Wally Pipp vibes the other day when I was on the phone coming back from LA. I'm like, this Robot Centaur sounded almost a little too good. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to be out of a job. It's going to be like the Robot Centaur Creative Tony Power Hour. But anyway, no, he's great. So what's the update? What do you have for
or just Centaur on sports, basically. Goodbye, Tony. Goodbye, Paulie. Just Robot Centaur on sports.
That's all. Right. Goodbye, guys. It's Robot Centaur's house now. Yeah,
totally. No, but he gives us an update in the World Cup, and it's France versus Senegal, and it is 0-0 at halftime, dude. If France does not beat Senegal, there's this World Cup is already shaping up in the first round to just be very interesting with these ties. So
I've watched last night. I was watching the Iran match, which was down in Los Angeles. They played New Zealand. They tied 2-2. I think they took a goal away from Iran at one point. I may be wrong about that, but I think they disallowed one of the goals. Anyway, I've actually kind of fallen into viewership. Like I'm getting into it. I'm enjoying the World Cup.
Today we've got France, Senegal, then we have Iraq versus Norway, and then we have Argentina versus Algeria. So I'm diving in after our show.
Okay,
some good World Cup footage because, Paulie, again, I don't watch enough soccer during the year, and so when the World Cup comes around, I dive deep in because of the. You see the passion of these fans in the stands, and have you seen the videos of the Scotland fans, dude? That are
They
in the
took over
stands.
Fenway Park. They were at Fenway. They were cheering. They were singing, chanting. They stormed the concourses. It turned into a big Scottish party.
Dude, yeah, 100%. And
Yeah.
Robot Centaur says Senegal is a good team. Okay, I'm sure they're good, but Spain is known around the world as a soccer powerhouse. And I'm sorry, not Spain. France is known around the world as a soccer powerhouse, especially with Mbappe on the pitch. So I'm just saying they expect to beat Senegal. They expect to do very well in this tournament. And so, I mean, and I was talking to my friend Barry, who is this kid on our Little League team, Gregory Aldis. Barry is from the UK, and Barry was saying that he thinks that the USA can make a run to be one of the final 4 teams in the World Cup.
I'm hearing that too. In fact, when is their next match? When is the US playing again?
Friday against Australia. Friday against the Aussies. Okay.
I'll be watching. And
Australia just beat Turkey. So, and I think that was considered an upset. Wasn't that considered an upset, Robot Centaur? When you say that was an upset, Australia beating Turkey. So they're going to be feeling good about themselves too. So it's and it's in Seattle. Yeah, thanks, Robot. In Seattle. So looking forward to that.
It's the home of Tony's world champion Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Sammy Darnold, slamming Sammy Darnold, dude, and Darnold wore the red and gold and credits his success on the field to his year with the 49ers. So,
and by the way, on that note, Tony, I got to say, I feel I'm not kidding. This is not a riff. I'm very happy the Niners still have Mac Jones. Like, I figured he'd be gone. I really did. Because I think he showed enough last year to the other teams around the NFL. He could easily be a starter, and I think he will be at some point. But I'm glad we still have him. And I guess the big Mac Jones news is he's gone tinted visor. Did you see that? Yeah, and it's like, dude, I saw the comments, like, all because, like, he now has one of those visors on his helmet, and then there's like a picture of him on Twitter yesterday, and fans are writing like, dude, your visor is fire and stuff like that. I'm like, it's just a visor, but people are extremely excited about it. You got a picture of it over there?
Well, I'm looking for it now. Keep him laughing. Keep Mac Jones laughing. Seriously, the goal is just to make Mac Jones laugh. I'm looking for it right now. I can't find it. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Show it off. Yeah. This is like the big news in Ninerland. He's gone to the tinted visor now, and everyone's got something to say about it. Yeah.
Go.
Dude, but the best part was the comments. Dude, that's rad, bro. You're sick. That is fire. It's like all because he put a visor on. People are losing their minds. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It says, and then I guess his tweet said tinted mindset.
By the way, shout out to T.O. on the right-hand side of the screen talking about his quarterback. That's my quarterback.
That's when he was crying, dude. He had the sunglasses on.
100%. That's my quarterback.
Oh, yeah. So good. Yeah, and yes, so lucky to have Mac Jones as the backup. And chances are we'll see him for a good chunk next season. Chances are.
Well, I tell you the truth. Like I said, I mean, I feel pretty confident when he's on the field. Like Mac Jones, I felt very confident when he was on the field. And obviously, what else is great about that is you can tell that teammates love him. You can tell he's very popular in the locker room, just like Tom Stack is popular in the broker community. You see the segue, Tony? You see how we're transitioning? We're going to talk Tom Stack, Coldwell Banker Realty. Tom is, it's kind of cool because we have a couple of finance guys. We have a restaurant with Longbridge. We have all these different kind of sponsors. Tom is the only real estate guy we have. So, again, I know Robot Centaur just had another baby. There are 4 little centaurs running around now. Yep. If you guys need to upgrade to a bigger house at some point, you know the guy to call. It's Tom Stack. He is our friend. He is our sponsor, and he is repping Coldwell Banker Realty. He is 20 years in the real estate game. And again, this is like the common thread that runs through all our sponsors. He's a great guy. Tom is a great freaking guy. He's just a nice guy. And he is one of these dudes also, just like Carlos, just like Dan Coach Emilio. They're not kidding around with taking care of their customers. Like, this is what they do, and they want to make sure that you have the best possible experience. So I would put Tom's 20 years of experience to work on your behalf if you are currently in a home and you need to upgrade. Or there he is. Look at him right here. Now watch the ladies start to swoon. Oh, my God, he's so handsome. Look at Tom Stack. I love his hat. I love his shirt. I love his jeans. Oh, my God. Everybody loves Tom. By the way, I saw comments. The ladies were raving about Peter Hartlaub today. Did you catch that? Oh, my God, he's so handsome. But that's what we do. Again, Tony and I have that strategy. We surround ourselves with good-looking guys. Hopefully, it'll make us look better. That's my approach.
That's been my approach for decades. Honest to God, decades. On, yeah.
Well, Tom is, among other things, yes, he is a handsome guy, and he would love to show you around the Bay Area and get you in a home that is right for you. If you're an individual, if you've got a wife, a husband, whatever, a partner, or if you got a family like Centaur, man, he will find the right home for you. Give him a shout. Let him show you some properties. 925-878-9964. I like to let Tony talk about his, his specialty neighborhoods because he's big in the East Bay. But if you're North Bay, if you're South Bay, if you're in the city and you're like, you know what, I would love to talk to Tom, but I don't know if he's going to show me any houses in San Francisco. He may, if he has the time, and if he can't, he will connect you to an agent that he knows and trusts. So it's a win-win regardless of how you do it. Reach out to Tom today, 925-878-9964. You can always email Tom if you prefer that. It's tom.stack, STACK, at cbnorcal.com. We love you, Tom Stack. Thank you, buddy. I missed Tom Stack. I need a piece.
I think Tom's going to come on the show very soon because I was texting with him last week, and he's in Cleveland right now. So visiting his son lives in Cleveland, I believe, and I think does his son work for the Guardians? I think his son works for the Cleveland Guardians.
Yes,
yeah. So he's visiting his son in Cleveland. When he gets back in town, we're going to get Tom on the show because I'd like to do a finals recap with Tom, to be honest with you, because he was, again, not a Knicks fan, not a Spurs fan, but locked into the finals the same way I was, not having a dog in the race. And I think a lot of people were in that boat, like Peter Hartlaub, not a Knicks fan, not a Spurs fan, but just locked in. And I love how Hartlaub said, we have a villain now. I love that.
I got to be honest, and he's right. Like Wemby is going to emerge as this new villain, but I thought it was the best finals I've seen in a while. Like last year's OKC against Indiana, I don't know. It didn't have the same kind of pizzazz this series had. Like there was just something extra on this series this year. And again, the Knicks being underdogs against this way, because that was the thing. Like, yeah, the Knicks are having a great run, but they're never going to beat the best of the Western Conference. Guess what? They did it in 5 games, even though Wemby said they dominated. We dominated the series, even though we lost in 5. We dominated, Tony.
Totally. Which is like, we talked about it yesterday. There are percentages of when they were up in all 4 of those Knicks wins, the Spurs were up. And they had a very, very strong percentage of winning those games. It's a combination of they gagged and the Knicks just were relentless. They would not. I've never seen, and we talked about this too, Paulie. In Game 5, you could sense the collapse was coming. You could sense the Spurs were going to gag. That the Knicks were going to pull through. It was an energy thing. It was you could sense the Knicks. The Knicks could feel that they were going to close it out. And that mental edge is huge. And there was a couple of Wemby free throws I don't remember how many minutes were left, but when Wemby does that massively huge deep breath,
it's almost too much. It's almost too much. He's like, bro, take it easy. Yeah.
It tells me that he's like actually very, very, very nervous and out of control of his heart rate. And yes, that's why I love watching Steph do free throws, because he doesn't even give it time. He just is it's like a rhythmic thing.
He's got a little routine he does. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so this one we say like Wemby's got a lot to learn. And I'm not rooting against the guy, but someone's got like, I don't know, David Robinson or somebody just like, hey, you cannot play the game that way. Somebody, Tim Duncan, hey, Wemby, you've got skills coming out of your A, but you cannot play the game the way you played that game in the finals or in the postseason this past year.
I will see what he comes back with. Like he knows what he has to do. He needs to make his body a little bigger, muscular. I mean, he's got to put some muscle on. He's got to hit the weights. And let's see if he can like withstand the physicality. Because I said that in the first round this year. I was like, it's pretty obvious Wemby does not like guys getting physical with him because he goes right out to the perimeter and he stays out of the paint. But he should learn that, hey, you know what? I'm going to get bigger and stronger, and I'm going to dish out the punishment. I'm not going to stand around and wait for it. I'm going to initiate it. I'm going to deal it out to you guys. And hopefully that's what will come back from. A couple of final comments and we'll wrap today. Oh, Tony, go ahead. Go.
I did. Yeah, it's funny. I was going to finish the Tom Stack spot before we kept going, but I said,
okay, my bad. Sorry. I forgot we were even in there. I know it's got, yeah.
All good, man. I went down the NBA road because I was talking about the NBA finals with Tom Stack last week, and so we're going to get him on the show very soon. But I just wanted to read a testimonial quick from Tom.
Yeah,
This is a really, really good one. This is from Michelle in Lafayette. And we talk about him doing the La Miranda area, which is Lafayette, Moraga, Orinda, but also the greater East Bay. And he knows people all around the greater Bay Area. So please, if you're looking to buy or sell or know somebody that is, please contact Tom. But listen to this. This is from Michelle in Lafayette. She says, my praise of Tom Stack's salesmanship and professionalism in the sale of my beloved home knows no bounds. He was there for me at a very difficult time. I may be adding another perspective to his resume, but he was aware that the sale of my house was a stipulation of my divorce. He knew I did not want to sell. It broke my heart. He assisted me with great sensitivity and helped me with all the details and planning. It was a daunting task, but with his knowledge and advice, I gained the strength and fortitude to execute a very good price and sale. I would highly recommend him for any real estate situation. So that right there, this woman going through a very difficult time in her life, and Tom was not there just to sell her out or sell her house, but to help her through that very difficult time. And that's the type of person Tom Stack is. And I just wanted to illustrate that because it's not just a transaction. You're not just a client or a buyer or a seller. You are a friend, and it's Tom looking to help not just you out in your housing situation, but help you out as a person. So give Tom a call, Coldwell Banker Realty, 925-878-9964. That's 925-878-9964, or email tom.stack@cbnorcal.com.
Like you were saying, Tony, he's not just an agent, he's a friend. Well,
Yes.
you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby. By the way, now I feel bad that we gave that song to Brandon Ayuk. Like a great piece of work. If I don't say so myself. Creative Tony's idea laughed or maybe that one was my idea. I forget who came up with that one, but I just thought it was so funny doing a Biz Marquee song for Brandon Ayuk, and now I regret it. I wish that we didn't give it to him. He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve the tribute, Tony. You know,
he did not deserve. Oh, babe, Ayuk. No, it's just not cool. And
because you say he's Purdy's friend. Because he's Purdy's friend. Yeah.
I was going to play.
He's gone, the better. Get him out of the Bay. Yeah. Just get him out of here. Get him out of here. Take him on at your own risk. Buyer beware with this kid. Buyer effing beware. I don't know who would take him on.
Dude, now he's showing videos of himself on the scale. Have you seen the latest one? He's got a video of him on the scale.
I did, but I don't know what that proves. I saw him weighing himself. I'm like,
that he's in shape, that I guess he's taking care of himself. Also, it's a Roby Tuesday, so I was going to show the video of him wearing a robe, but you know what? I said, no.
Nah, blank him. He screwed the Niners, dude. Blank this guy. Get him out of my freaking sight. Like Al Pacino said to Carlo at the end of Godfather 1, he goes, get out of my sight. That's kind of where I'm at with Brandon Ayuk. Get out of my sight. Couple of quick comments, and we're going to get out of here. NorCal Refrigeration asked a question. We were talking about Mac Jones, and it's a good question. He goes, how many games, if you had to guess right now, how many games will Mac Jones start this season?
I'm going to go 666, the number of the beast.
Okay. I that's a lot of games. And I think, this is like a result of, it's not just Brock Purdy, man. It's hard to stay on the field in today's NFL because it's a 17-game effing schedule, man. And if you were a Super Bowl champ, you got to play 20 games. That's a lot of football. So I expect Brock will probably miss a game or two. Hello, Carlo. Nice rags. Totally backseat. Hello, Carlo. Last words before they choke him out. All right. I'm going to say, no, true story. Remember, they got him in the car. Foot goes right through the windshield. Great touch. Yeah, the foot.
Yes, Stevie B, I'm sorry. 6, man. I'm sorry. We're talking 17 games. We're talking an O-line that we don't even know if they're going to be able to protect Purdy. Yes, Trent Williams is there, and he's all happy now because he's getting his third bag or fourth bag. But
a lot of bags. Yeah, a lot of bags. Yep.
Williams is getting older. He's still good. He's not great. He's still very last year. You watched a little bit of a decline.
He got beat plenty. Yeah, he did.
Also, Trent, you can book it. Trent Williams will miss games this year. You can book it. You can book it. So I don't want him to. I'm not rooting for it. Of course not. But you can book it. It's just it might even be load management that we don't know about, and they're just saying we need to rest him because of his age and his weight and because he's such a massive human being. But who knows if they're going to protect Purdy? Who knows? So I don't know. 6 games, unfortunately. But then again, it's Mac Jones. So is it a bad thing?
Rockin' New Era dropping riff after riff today, and don't think I haven't seen them. I'm going to give you some love right now. Rockin' New Era on the old line. We don't have an OL or a DL, but we're going to dominate the IL. I hope you're not right, but you probably are. Also, an earlier riff from Rockin' New Era '84 talking about Wemby. He goes, "I got the new nickname. Let's call him," and I like this. He goes, "Let's call him the Dirty Baguette." A dirty baguette. Shout out to a nice baguette over in Paris. And then finally, Tony, last thing today, I want to say, and I'm pretty sure this is accurate. I'm not just throwing this out there. Mm-hmm. I think today is Sweet Mad Hatter's birthday.
Yes, it is, dude. Yes,
okay.
It is.
I want to make sure that he knows that we love him. And I hope you are packing that leg bong proud today, man. Mm-hmm. I'll take a complimentary poll myself a little later on today when I have time. I'm going to get after some ganj, and I'm going to dedicate that poll to you. Sweet Mad Hatter, thanks for supporting the show, and have a very, very happy birthday, my friend.
We love Sweet Mad Hatter. He was one of the first guys to email pauliespod@gmail.com when we started the show and send in great pictures. He loves to trout fish. He loves to actually grow his own, and he loves, when he first introduced us to the leg bong, I thought it was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. And
it is. It's incredible. Do you have footage of the? Can you pull that up today, or is that, don't worry about it if it's too much?
Let me just see if I can find it. But what I was going to say too, you saw him when he hosted the musical assignment, and he was fantastic. So everybody got a piece of them. Oh geez Louise. Oh boy. No, is that it? Hold on. No, that was
Tony's producing. It's all good. I couldn't do any of this. Let him do his thing. And by the way, I don't know if he's on the board today, you guys. Tell me if you've seen him. I haven't seen Sweet Mad Hatter, but just know we love you, man. If you're out there and you watch the show, much love and happy birthday, my friend.
Yeah, I can't find it right now, Paul. Okay, I apologize. But yes, he rules. He rules big time. So great to know you, Sweet Mad Hatter, and happy birthday, brother.
Final thing, Tony, today we did, because we never did it, and I had one I want to throw out there. Let's go all the way back. Let's go back to the beginning. I want to talk about like that Black Sabbath show. That's what they called it last summer. Back to the beginning. Our back to the beginning is we never got to numerology today. So show number 341. Tony, I want to go first today. Listen, I remember 19.
Pause. I found it.
Okay.
And probably, but when you say let's go all the way, maybe think of that song in the 80s, and I forget. Maybe it was by New Shoes, Nushooz. Remember, it's Let's Go All the Way.
Well, totally. And while I'm here, I see Noemi. 2 things for Noemi. 1, best wishes to Stella, the dog. She's taking care of her dog. Is having a rough go right now. So get well, Stella. And number 2, I remember last year, Noemi at one point threw this out here. She goes, I love Eric Carmen. Eric Carmen was this great songwriter. He was in a band called the Raspberries, and they had a big hit called Go All the Way. So that's for you. That is for Noemi. Get well, Stella, and a little Raspberries. Go All the Way.
And Paulie, it's not New Shoes. It was Sly Fox. And look at P1 Chuck coming in on the chat, also saying Sly Fox with Let's Go All the Way from 1985. I might add 1985.
And Corinne, thank you for clarifying. I didn't see it. Corinne, our favorite woman from Fairfax. And what's up, Pam? She sent a super in today, Tony. Let's make sure that we get nice.
Yes, I'll get the super on in a second, but there's the front angle of the leg bong, and then side angle.
God bless him. God bless you, Sweet Man. And that, by the way, imagine how much smoke that thing fills up with. You better be ready for Freddie if you're pulling up on and thinking you're going to take a pull off of that thing, man.
It's the guy, just incredible. William Helmer is his real name. We love him, and but we know him as Sweet Mad Hatter. And when you can take a situation like that and turn it into such a positive, it is just shows the type of person you are. So tip of the cap to you on your birthday, brother. Hope you're having a great birthday, like Paulie said.
And I hope to shake your hand someday, man. If you can make it down to the Bay, I'd love to have you at any one of our gatherings. And yeah, Corinne, we can see the super at the top of the screen. In this case, I got it.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
And because we love Corinne,
it's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
go.
She says,
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
She says, happy birthday to the sweet Mad Hatter from Corinne Sartorio. I know Corinne, if she could, she would mail Sweet Mad Hatter a Manhattan in the mail if she could.
Oh,
But maybe when Mad Hatter gets down here sometime, I think he's coming in August. I want to say he's coming to the Bay in August. If that's the case, we'll work something out. Maybe I'll send him an email, wish him happy birthday on our behalf, Paulie, and then see when he's coming down. So
please do. I hope he comes for the PMP night at Oracle Park. That's August 14th. Go to the Polymac Particle page on YouTube, and then go into our profile. You'll find the link for you to purchase tickets. We have our own section. We have an entire section all for PMPers, and I would love to see Sweet Mad Hatter there if that works out. Okay. Thank you, Corinne, by the way. What do you got, T?
Finally, this is from Don Peralta, all the way from Hungary. This is what he ate earlier tonight for dinner. It's called langos.
Okay.
And it's fried bread with garlic and cheese, and it looks delightful. It's a Hungarian dish. So
it's almost like Hungarian pizza, the same.
Yes. Yeah. It looks fantastic. He said it's fried bread with garlic, sour cream, and cheese. There we go. So
okay.
And so have a great time over there, Don. We miss you. We miss you. And then also, Corinne is a super again, and she says, Sweet Mad Hatter coming out the weekend of 8/4. Look at this. Okay. Nice. All right. Nice. I'm just back from Cooperstown after that, so we got to make Sweet Mad Hatter come by Longbridge Pizza or something. So
I'm
good to know, Corinne. I'll reach
out. Thank you. And thank you, Corinne. And only because he's coming 8/4, Tony, this day in Paulie Mac Grateful Dead history. Giant Stadium, August 4th, 1994. Best bird song I ever saw. Best bird song I ever saw. Ended the first, and it was so effing hot. And you know what else I remember about this? It was summertime in Jersey, hot, humid, unbearable. And the World Cup was there that summer, too. The summer of 94, the World Cup was going on at Giant Stadium. And that's why the show, because Tony, the Dead used to do shows at Giant Stadium in June, where it's a little more tolerable. But in August, bro, you can't even breathe. The air is so hot and humid and heavy. But anyway, they ended the first set with a bird song. It was like a 20-minute bird song. It was just gorgeous. Anyway, when I saw 8/4, my brain goes right to the bird song. Now, numerology, and we're out of here. I've been waiting to say this all day. First of all, Carlos De La Fuente goes, hey, for 341, he goes, number 41, you got to shout out Brian Piccolo. Dude, great call.
Nice.
And like I always say in Brian's song, man, Billy D. Williams, I love Brian Piccolo. I do, and I love Brian Piccolo. Good call, Losty. You ready for this one, Tony? 1996, San Francisco 49ers. I think they went 12-4 that year. Went to the playoffs, lost in Green Bay. Got crushed in Green Bay. 35-14 in that snowstorm. It was brutal. Steve Young got knocked out first series. Here comes Gerback. I was never a Gerback guy. But anyway, that year, this is the guy I got to shout out. Toting the rock out of the backfield, number 41, Terry Kirby. Okay,
dude,
Terry Kirby, our running back.
And Terry Kirby's number 41 predecessor, Toy Cook, and that's Toi Cook. Toi Cook. Also, we got to give Daryl Evans some love, wearing 41, and also Jeremy Affelt, the lefty for Your Gigantes, who now has his brewery, Free Roam Brewery in Texas. Jeremy's been on the show. We got to reach out to Jeremy again and get him back on the show. See what he thinks about this whole pitching situation, because it's not the bats, you guys. It's not the bats' fault. It is the pitching. So Jeremy Alpha 41, Toy Cook, Daryl Evans. Anybody else, Paulie?
Arkansas Dave coming up with a good one. Hall of Famer Tom Seaver, number 41.
Nice.
Tom Seaver. Can you imagine what Tom Seaver would be worth today? I always think about the guys that used to throw 9 innings. They throw 230 innings a year, like 200 strikeouts, an ERA in the twos. It would, their price tag would be astronomical because nobody can pitch like that anymore. But yeah, that's a good one. Tom Seaver, Arkansas Dave for sure.
And finally, I got to give credit where credit is due. Big Al and Chico, Wilmer Flores, number 41.
Yeah, dude, I miss Wilmer. I miss Wilmer. I like Wilmer, man.
Yeah, me too.
All right, kids, listen, fun show today. Thank you, Peter Hartlaub. We're going to do it again tomorrow night on the night flight, our weekly night flight. We'll get the Brent Maine wristband on. Tony throws on the William Floyd batting glove, just so you have it. And also Bonte Hill's going to join us to talk NBA. I want to get his thoughts on the finals, get his thoughts on Wemby, the new villain, and also Warriors off season. Dude, the LeBron drums are beating. They're beating louder every day. And I'm not kidding. I'm just telling you. I'm sure you guys have seen the same thing. So that's a reality, and I want to pick Bonte's brain on that too. And by the way, like Robot Centaur and all these other people having babies, I think Bonte just had a baby girl not too long ago.
Yeah, second daughter. He has 2 girls now. He has, I think, a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, and this she's only 3 months old, I think. So right around the Nina Centaur mark. So maybe they'll be buddies down the road. But yes, Paul, you just depressed the hell out of me with the LeBron talk. And is he going to wear 23? Is he going to wear 6? Or is he going to go somewhere totally different? Maybe he goes to Steph. What if he goes to Steph and says, Steph, I think it's time I wore 30.
I hope you ain't getting that, kid. That's Steph's number. I hope Draymond doesn't give him his number if he comes here. Don't give up your number, Day Day.
How about LeBron? You don't ask for it.
Yeah.
How about you don't ask for that number? That's Draymond's number in the Bay. It might be your number elsewhere. It's Draymond's number in the Bay, dude. So pick something else, man.
On that note, well said, Creative Tony. All right, thank you, Low Steve. Thank you, Dom, Noemi, Pine Needle, Corinne, Will Sparks, Rags in Jersey, Big Al, Sweet Mad Hatter, happy birthday, Pine Needle, all y'all, Chuck, P1 Chuck in South Carolina. We love you guys, and fun show today. Matt Stenson, Corinne, all y'all, rocking New Era with the riffs, dude, dropping riffs all over the place today. Have a great Tuesday. Enjoy the World Cup. Go Giants. They're getting after it today. I think Hauser's on the hill for 21st pitch, 4:00 hour. I forget if it's 4:00 or 4:15, but anyway, Giants in Atlanta today. We'll talk about that game tomorrow. And Woods Hardwood, you have a good one too, man. And we'll see everybody tomorrow night on the Night Flight. Creative Tony, you know what to do.
I know what to do, and I just want to wish I see Noemi as an interview tomorrow at Sebastiani Winery. She says, sprinkle some positive particles. We're sprinkling positive particles to you, Noemi. Good luck in the interview tomorrow. And if you get a job at a winery, we're gonna be doing a PNP event there. Anyways,
I'll be a customer. That's all. Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Great job today. And thank you all good people of the PMP Army, the PMP Familia. We freaking love you guys. Thanks so much for supporting the show, for real. And I look forward to hopefully seeing as many of you as possible on August 14th. If you haven't done this yet, please do this. This is what I've been told. I got to say this more. Subscribe to the show. Like the show. Help a brother out. Okay. We're trying to grow this and we appreciate it. So thanks a lot, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night on the Night Flight. Cheers, y'all.
Also, don't forget, I would like to thank everybody watching on Instagram Live. Appreciate you. And also the audio versions available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Peace, y'all.
Yeah.
And Cron and the Chronics and Cron 4 Plus.
Cheers.
Peace, y'all.
All right.
All right.